Most people want calm without control. They want power without discipline. They want to feel untouchable while exposing every reaction they have. This weakness is obvious. You confuse emotion with authenticity and call it strength. It is not. It is leakage, and the world feeds on it. You were taught that truth protects you, that morality guides outcomes, that if you explain yourself clearly, others will understand. This is the core error of the masses. Power does not respond to truth. It responds to position. It responds to perception. A small minority understands this and moves accordingly. The rest remain visible, reactive, and available to be managed. Niccolo Machiavelli did not comfort people. He observed them. He looked directly at how power operates when ideals are stripped away. He wrote for rulers, not for those who want to feel good about being ruled. It is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both. That sentence survives because it is not moral. It is accurate. You lost control the moment you reacted instead of waiting. You gave up leverage every time you explained yourself to people who never needed an explanation. You weakened your position when you sought validation instead of silence. You exposed your strategy when you spoke too early. You revealed your insecurity when you rushed. None of this was accidental. It was undisciplined. The first lesson is this: control your reaction. Whoever controls your emotions controls your actions. The second, silence is not emptiness, it is pressure. Speak less, let others fill the gap. The third, never show urgency. Impatience signals need, and need invites domination. The fourth, be readable only on the surface. Depth is private. The fifth, withdraw strategically. Disappearance creates gravity. The sixth, let your image do the work. Presence outweighs explanation. The seventh, choose fear over familiarity. Comfort dissolves authority. The eighth, observe before acting. Action without position is noise. The ninth, accept that people move by self-interest, not loyalty. Plan accordingly. The 10th, cut emotional ties to outcomes. Attachment clouds judgment. The 11th, be predictable in discipline, not in intention. The 12th, use restraint as a weapon. Excess reveals weakness. The 13th, govern yourself completely, or you will be governed without mercy. This is a power game, not a morality play. Imagine a blade kept in a sheath. It does not threaten, it does not explain, yet everyone knows what it can do. That knowledge controls the room. That is how these lessons operate. Quietly, relentlessly. Understand this clearly. These lessons are not a lifestyle. They are the line between those who rule their inner state and those whose inner state rules them. On one side, strategy, position, discipline, presence. On the other, reaction, exposure, dependence, noise. If you are still listening, you have already separated yourself from the majority. Now, bind it with action. Internalize this command and make it visible. I choose control over comfort, silence over reaction, position over explanation. I govern myself. Comment it, seal it, then act accordingly. Reaction is the first and most common point of defeat. The majority believe emotions are signals of truth, proof of authenticity, evidence that they are alive. This belief is primitive. Emotion is not guidance. It is exposure. The moment you react, you announce your internal state to the environment. You reveal where pressure works. You hand authorship of the moment to whoever triggered you. This is why most people are predictable, manageable, and ultimately disposable in power games. They think reaction is honesty. In reality, it is confession. When you are provoked, criticized, or disrespected publicly or privately, the situation is never about the words spoken. It is about control of tempo and frame. The aggressor is not testing your morality. He is testing your nervous system. He is probing for immediacy. Speed is the signal he wants. If you answer instantly, emotionally, defensively. You confirm that he has access to your inner governance. At that point, the content of your response no longer matters. The hierarchy has already been decided. The illusion you must destroy is this: that emotions deserve expression. They do not. Emotions are raw data, not commands. They are meant to be processed, not performed. Expression without strategy is indulgence, and indulgence is weakness disguised as sincerity. Those who emote freely are not brave. They are untrained. They believe being real protects them. It does the opposite. It makes them transparent. Power begins where reaction ends. Delayed response is not passivity, it is positioning. Silence after provocation creates asymmetry. The other party expects friction, explanation, justification, defense. When it does not arrive, uncertainty expands. Humans fear uncertainty more than confrontation. In that gap, they overthink, self-correct, or escalate. All outcomes favor the one who did not react. Neutral expression is not emptiness, it is containment. The face that reveals nothing forces others to project. They fill the void with their own fears, assumptions, and expectations. This is not manipulation, it is physics. Emotional containment turns the spotlight outward. The uncontained reveal themselves. The contained remain unreadable. Most people misunderstand respect. They think it comes from being understood. Respect comes from unpredictability combined with restraint. When others cannot predict your reaction, they hesitate. Hesitation shifts power. This is why leaders who smile at insult and pause at provocation command rooms without raising their voice. Their control unsettles those who rely on emotional escalation. In real life, this principle applies everywhere. In a meeting where your competence is questioned, the reactive defend. The disciplined pause. In a relationship where boundaries are tested, the reactive argue. The disciplined withdraw attention. In public disrespect, the reactive seek to restore pride immediately. The disciplined allow time to do the work. Time is a weapon when you control it. Emotional containment does not mean suppression. Suppression leaks. Containment stores. You do not deny anger, irritation, or contempt. You lock them behind governance. You decide if, when, and how they are released. Often, they are never released at all, because release is rarely necessary. Action is. This is the distinction between those who feel powerful and those who are powerful. Feeling powerful requires emotional expression. Being powerful requires emotional discipline. One seeks relief, the other seeks position. Niccolo Machiavelli understood this instinctively. He observed that men are not moved by truth, but by appearances, fear, and advantage. Reaction destroys appearance. It exposes need. It lowers status. That is why rulers must master themselves before attempting to master others. A man who cannot govern his reaction will always be governed by circumstance, by insult, by mood, by other men. The commentary is final and non-negotiable. He who reacts surrenders authorship of the moment. Once surrendered, it is rarely recovered. The disciplined individual authors silence, pace, and outcome. He decides when the scene ends, not when it begins. If you want to become calm, cold, and untouchable, begin here, not with ambition, not with dominance displays. With reaction control, delay your response, flatten your expression, contain the emotion, let others move first. Let them expose themselves while you remain intact. This is not moral superiority, it is structural advantage. And it is the first gate. Silence is misunderstood because most people speak to relieve pressure, not to gain position. They talk to discharge anxiety, to defend identity, to correct perception. This reflex exposes them. Speech is rarely neutral. It carries need, fear, impatience. Silence carries none of these. That is why silence unnerves. It removes reference points. It denies others the feedback they rely on. to adjust their behavior. In power dynamics, the one who denies feedback controls the exchange. The illusion to destroy is the belief that speaking clarifies situations. Clarification is for equals, operating in good faith. Power tension is not confusion. It is a contest of frames. When tension exists, words do not resolve it. They shift leverage, and usually they shift it away from the speaker. Explanation is a concession. Defense is an admission. Justification is submission disguised as logic. When you speak under pressure, you reveal priorities. You reveal what matters to you, what threatens you, where you feel misunderstood. This information is immediately usable against you. Silence reveals nothing. It turns the interaction asymmetrical. One side searches for footing. The other remains grounded. In negotiations, silence after an offer is more powerful than counter-argument. The party who speaks next loses ground. They soften terms, add incentives, or reveal urgency. The silent party gains information without payment. In conflicts, silence denies escalation. The aggressor expects resistance. Without it, he must either retreat or expose intent. Both outcomes clarify hierarchy. In social power games, silence after provocation forces the instigator to overperform, repeat, or exaggerate. Each repetition lowers their status and sharpens yours. Discomfort is not something to fix. It is something to weaponize. Humans are conditioned to resolve tension through speech. When resolution is denied, discomfort grows. The undisciplined rush to fill the void. They confess motives, over-explain positions, and reveal insecurity. Silence is not empty. It is compressive. It applies pressure without movement. Withholding speech is not avoidance. It is command over tempo. You decide when the exchange progresses. Others must wait. Waiting signals hierarchy. The one who waits is beneath the one who makes others wait. This is not theory. It is observable behavior across all power structures. Courts, boardrooms, criminal interrogations, elite negotiations. Silence precedes leverage. Let others overexpose. This requires discipline. Your instinct will be to rescue the interaction, to smooth tension, to appear reasonable. This instinct is social conditioning, not strategy. Reasonableness is often weakness in competitive environments. Overexposure is not loud, it is subtle. A sentence too many, a justification unasked for, a clarification no one demanded. Silence allows these mistakes to surface. Niccolo Machiavelli understood that men are judged more by appearances than realities because appearances are accessible. Speech shapes appearance. Silence preserves ambiguity. Ambiguity protects power. When others cannot read you, they must assume. Assumption breeds caution. Caution alters behavior in your favor. There is a difference between silence and absence. Absence removes you from the game. Silence keeps you in it while denying others access. Your presence remains felt. Your intention remains concealed. This combination is destabilizing. It forces others to reveal theirs. In real situations, this means resisting the urge to respond immediately to accusations. It means allowing pauses in conversation to stretch. It means declining to explain decisions that do not require approval. It means answering questions with fewer words than expected, or not at all. Not because you are evasive, because you are positioned. Silence does not mean you never speak. It means when you speak, it lands with weight. Words become scarce. Scarcity increases value. Those who speak constantly must convince. Those who speak rarely are assumed to have reasons. The commentary stands without exception. Silence forces others to reveal their position. They show their impatience, their need, their aggression, their insecurity. You show nothing. This imbalance is power. Calm, cold, untouchable individuals are not silent because they have nothing to say. They are silent because they understand that speech is a resource, and resources are not wasted. If you want control, Stop explaining. Stop defending. Stop clarifying under pressure. Withhold speech. Let discomfort grow. Let others expose themselves. Silence is not the absence of action. It is action refined. Truth does not rule outcomes. Image does. This is not cynicism, it is structure. Most people cling to the illusion that being understood will protect them, elevate them, or secure fairness. It will not. Understanding is internal. Perception is external. Power operates externally. Therefore, perception outranks truth every time. The masses obsess over sincerity. They want their intentions seen, their complexity acknowledged, their inner logic validated. This need makes them verbose, transparent, and emotionally legible. They explain themselves into weakness. They correct misinterpretations that never needed correction. They chase clarity while losing position. In hierarchical environments, this behavior marks them as subordinate. Leaders are not understood, they are interpreted. And interpretation favors those who control signals. The illusion to destroy is this: that accuracy matters more than appearance. Accuracy satisfies the ego. Appearance governs behavior. People do not act on what is true. They act on what they believe to be true. Belief is shaped by repetition, consistency, and surface cues. Whoever controls these controls the response of others. In leadership roles, image precedes authority. Competence that is invisible is irrelevant. Morality that is unseen is powerless. Discipline that is not signaled does not intimidate. This is why many capable individuals remain ignored, while less capable ones rise. The difference is not substance, it is presentation. Power does not reward depth by default. It rewards what can be quickly read. Professional visibility is a theater of signals. How you enter a room, how long you speak, what you never explain, what you refuse to engage with. These cues outweigh resumes, intentions, and inner narratives. The mistake is thinking that correction restores truth. Correction highlights insecurity. Confidence is assumed, not argued. Curated presence is not deception, it is selection. You choose what is visible and what remains inaccessible. This boundary creates hierarchy. Those who disclose everything place themselves on equal footing with everyone else. Those who disclose little create distance. Distance creates authority. Authority shapes perception. Minimal disclosure protects leverage. The more others know about your motivations, doubts, and limits, the easier you are to predict. Predictability erodes power. You do not need to lie. You simply do not need to reveal. Omission is cleaner than distortion. Silence preserves optionality. Consistent external signals matter more than internal consistency. The world does not audit your inner values. It reacts to patterns. If your demeanor, decisions, and boundaries align outwardly, you are perceived as stable. Stability attracts trust and caution simultaneously. Erratic truth-telling creates noise. Noise lowers status. Niccolo Machiavelli understood this with brutal clarity. He observed that men judge with their eyes before their minds, because seeing is immediate and thinking is effort. Therefore, rulers must master appearances, not because truth is irrelevant, but because it is inaccessible. What cannot be seen cannot govern behavior. In social hierarchies, this principle is unforgiving. Those who demand to be understood appear needy. Those who allow misinterpretation while maintaining composure appear strong. You do not rush to correct rumors that do not threaten position. You do not clarify intentions that are producing favorable outcomes. You let perception work for you. This applies equally to restraint. A leader who never overreacts is perceived as dangerous, even if calm. A figure who speaks rarely is assumed to know more. A presence that does not seek approval commands it. These are not tricks. They are consequences of controlled signaling. The need to be understood is emotional. The need to be perceived correctly is strategic. One serves comfort, the other serves control. You choose which side you stand on. The commentary is absolute. Perception rules outcomes. Truth is secondary. Not because truth lacks value, but because it lacks force without image. Image is the delivery system of power. If you want to be calm, cold, and untouchable, stop explaining who you are. Start deciding how you are read. Curate presence. Disclose less. Align signals. Let others build narratives around what they can see. You do not correct the world. You position yourself within it. Authority erodes when familiarity increases. This is not opinion. It is observable pattern. Most people believe warmth builds loyalty, and likability builds power. This belief is convenient, moral, and false. Warmth invites approach. Approach reduces distance. Reduced distance dissolves fear. And without fear, authority decays. What remains is negotiation, resistance, and quiet contempt. The illusion to destroy is that being liked secures control. Likability is a short-term currency. It purchases comfort, not obedience. In power structures, comfort breeds entitlement. Entitlement breeds challenge. Those who lead through warmth must constantly renegotiate their position. Those who lead through distance do not. Their authority is assumed, not tested. Fear does not mean terror. It means consequence. It means uncertainty about limits. It means awareness that access is conditional. Fear is psychological weight, not emotional noise. When people are unsure how far they can go with you, they restrain themselves. Restraint is the foundation of order. Distance creates gravity. What is distant is valued. What is close is consumed. Leaders who collapse distance to appear relatable lose mystique. Mystique protects position. Once you are fully known, fully accessible, fully available, you are no longer above the structure. You are inside it. Inside structures, power is contested. In managing subordinates, over-familiarity invites negotiation where command should exist. Personal disclosure blurs hierarchy. Emotional bonding confuses roles. The moment subordinates feel equal access to your time, emotions, and attention, they begin to measure you against themselves. Measurement leads to judgment. Judgment leads to resistance. Resistance forces enforcement. Enforcement creates friction that distance would have prevented. With peers, distance prevents rivalry from turning personal. Familiarity gives rivals data. Data sharpens attacks. A peer who knows your habits, moods, and values can anticipate you. Anticipation neutralizes advantage. Distance maintains opacity. Opacity preserves leverage. With rivals, warmth is fatal. It signals hesitation. It invites encroachment. Rivals test boundaries instinctively. If boundaries are soft, they push. If boundaries are cold and enforced without emotion, they retreat or expose themselves. Either outcome clarifies hierarchy. Selective access is non-negotiable. Not everyone deserves proximity. Access is a reward, not a right. When access is universal, it loses value. When it is earned, it disciplines behavior. People regulate themselves to remain within reach. This is control without constant intervention. Refusal to over-familiarize is not arrogance, it is structure. You are not required to share opinions, emotions, or personal struggles to appear human. Humanity is assumed, authority is not. Every unnecessary disclosure chips away at it. Niccolo Machiavelli observed that men are more reliable when restrained than when indulged. Love is fickle. Fear is consistent. Love evaporates when interests change. Fear persists as long as consequences are remembered. This is not cruelty, it is realism. Those who chase warmth must constantly perform it. They smile through disrespect. They negotiate with insolence. They tolerate erosion to avoid discomfort. In the end, they lose both authority and respect. Those who maintain distance experience brief discomfort early and sustained control later. Authority is not loud, it is quiet and unmoving. It does not explain itself, It does not seek validation. It does not overreact. It stands apart. That separation is felt, and what is felt is obeyed. The commentary is unambiguous. Respect fades when access is unlimited. Unlimited access breeds casual behavior. Casual behavior breeds contempt. Contempt destroys hierarchy. If you want to remain calm, cold, and untouchable, regulate distance, limit access, decline unnecessary familiarity. Let warmth exist below you, not around you. Let fear remain subtle but present. You are not here to be liked. You are here to be positioned. Speed is mistaken for strength by those who fear being left behind. They rush because waiting feels like weakness. This belief is convenient for the impatient and profitable for those who exploit them. In power dynamics, speed is rarely confidence. It is exposure. It reveals urgency, fear of loss, and lack of control over internal pressure. Those who move first often do so because they cannot endure uncertainty. The illusion to destroy is that fast action signals dominance. It does not. It signals constraint. The one who must act quickly is reacting to a clock he does not control. The one who waits controls the clock. Time is leverage. Whoever can afford to wait already occupies the stronger position. Under pressure, most people feel compelled to decide. They believe decisiveness itself is power. This is shallow thinking. Decisiveness without advantage is noise. It commits resources before conditions are clear. It locks position before the field reveals itself. Patience is not indecision. It is information gathering without cost. In decision-making environments, the impatient reveal their hand. They show what they value, what they fear losing, what outcome they are chasing. The patient observes shifts in behavior, tone, alignment. They let others move first. Each movement redraws the map. With each redraw, leverage concentrates in the hands of those who waited. Opportunities are traps for the undisciplined. The appearance of advantage creates emotional pull. Excitement accelerates commitment. Commitment narrows options. The disciplined resist this pull. They ask one question only: does this increase my position or merely occupy my attention? If leverage is not immediate or inevitable, they wait. Threats operate the same way. Provocation seeks instant response. Pressure demands urgency. The reactive comply. They rush to neutralize discomfort. In doing so, they concede control. The patient do not deny threats. They absorb them. They watch for overextension, for errors caused by haste, for allies revealing themselves through alignment or silence. Waiting is not passive. It is active restraint. It requires emotional discipline stronger than aggression. Anyone can attack. Few can hold position under uncertainty without leaking intention. This is why patience separates rulers from the managed. Niccolo Machiavelli understood that fortune favors those who know when to strike and, more importantly, when not to. Timing converts action into force. Without timing, action dissipates. The blow that lands too early educates the opponent. The blow that lands too late invites resistance. The blow that lands last ends the contest. In real situations, this means refusing to answer immediately when pressured for decisions. It means allowing negotiations to stall while others reveal urgency. It means declining to seize opportunities that require speed but offer no structural advantage. It means letting competitors exhaust themselves racing ahead while you conserve resources. Observation sharpens patience. You watch how others behave when nothing happens. Impatience leaks strategy. Boredom exposes weakness. Silence reveals alliances. The longer you wait, the clearer the pattern becomes. Clarity reduces risk. Reduced risk increases dominance. Acting only when leverage is optimal means you move when outcomes are already tilted. You do not gamble. You convert. You do not announce intention. You execute. The action appears sudden to observers, but it was inevitable to you. This inevitability is what intimidates. not motion, but certainty. The impatient accuse the patient of hesitation. This accusation is projection. They fear stillness because stillness confronts their lack of control. You do not defend patience, you demonstrate its results. The commentary is precise. Power moves last, not first. The last move benefits from all previous information. It closes options rather than opening them. It defines reality instead of reacting to it. If you want to be calm, cold, and untouchable, slow down externally and sharpen internally. Wait, observe shifts, let others spend energy proving themselves. Act only when leverage is undeniable. Those who cannot wait will always serve those who can. Constant presence is mistaken for importance by those who fear being forgotten. They stay visible to reassure themselves, not to secure power. This behavior dilutes value. What is always available is consumed casually. What is consumed casually is not respected. Relevance is not maintained through repetition. It is maintained through absence, calibrated with precision. The illusion to destroy is that visibility equals influence. It does not. Visibility without scarcity produces noise. Noise numbs perception. In saturated environments, attention flows toward what interrupts the pattern. Absence interrupts. It forces recalculation. It creates questions. Questions create focus. Withdrawal is not retreat. It is repositioning. When you remove yourself from constant interaction, you deny others access to your energy, attention, and validation. This denial alters behavior. People reassess value only when it is no longer guaranteed. Scarcity sharpens perception without explanation. In social circles, those who are always present become background. Their opinions are anticipated. Their reactions are predictable. Predictability lowers status. Strategic disappearance resets hierarchy. When you are absent, conversations adjust. Your absence is noticed. Your return is measured. This shift costs you nothing and yields leverage. In business environments, constant availability signals dependence. It suggests you need engagement to remain relevant. Controlled availability signals independence. Independence attracts gravity. Decisions slow down. Requests become more deliberate. Others prepare before approaching you. Preparation places them beneath you in the exchange. Influence ecosystems operate on attention economics. Attention is finite. Those who demand it constantly receive less of it. Those who appear selectively command it. Selective re-entry amplifies impact. When you return after absence, your words carry disproportionate weight. The same message spoken after silence lands harder than one repeated daily. Strategic disappearance must be intentional. Random absence confuses. Intentional absence disciplines. You withdraw after establishing presence. You disappear once patterns form. You return when conditions favor reception. This rhythm trains others how to treat you. Controlled availability means access is earned, not assumed. You do not respond immediately. You do not attend everything. You do not engage every conversation. Each refusal sharpens your boundary. Boundaries define hierarchy more clearly than assertion ever could. Niccolo Machiavelli observed that power is preserved not by constant action, but by managing perception. Absence magnifies perception. It allows imagination to work in your favor. Imagination fills gaps with significance. Significance produces caution. Caution alters behavior. Those who fear withdrawal confuse it with irrelevance. This fear exposes dependency on external validation. Dependency is visible. Visibility of dependency invites control by others. Withdrawal breaks this loop. It reasserts self-governance. Selective re-entry is the final lever. You do not reappear to explain your absence. Explanation neutralizes effect. You reappear as if nothing required justification. This normalizes scarcity. Others adapt. They always do. In real life, this means stepping back from social engagement without announcement. It means limiting availability in professional settings without apology. It means declining invitations that offer exposure but no leverage. It means returning only when your presence shifts dynamics. The commentary is structural and final. What is scarce gains weight without effort. Scarcity removes the need for persuasion. It installs value by default. If you want to be calm, cold, and untouchable, stop maintaining presence. Start managing absence. Withdraw deliberately. Control access. Re-enter selectively. You do not chase relevance. You let relevance reorganize itself around you. Power that depends on others is not power. It is permission. Most people mistake authority for titles, resources, or influence over external systems. This is a fundamental error. External control is fragile. It collapses under pressure, temptation, or emotional disruption. The true seat of power is internal. Whoever governs himself cannot be governed by circumstance. Whoever cannot govern himself will always be managed, regardless of status. The illusion to destroy is that power is something granted by the outside world. It is not. The outside world merely reacts to signals. Those signals originate from inner order or inner chaos. Stress, temptation, ego injury, and emotional triggers do not test morality. They test governance. Under pressure, the undisciplined leak intention, overreact, and abandon strategy. The disciplined remain unchanged. That difference decides hierarchy. Most people live in reaction loops. Mood dictates behavior. Desire overrides intention. Ego demands defense. They believe this makes them human. In reality, it makes them exploitable. Every ungoverned impulse is a handle others can grab. Every emotional spike is an opening. Power does not tolerate openings. Self-governance begins with discipline, not motivation. Motivation fluctuates. Discipline persists. Routine removes choice from moments of weakness. When behavior is automated, temptation loses leverage. The disciplined individual does not debate himself under pressure. He executes what is already decided. This is freedom, not restriction. K. Internal restraint is misunderstood as suppression. It is not. Suppression fights impulse. Restraint contains it. You acknowledge emotion without obeying it. You feel stress without acting from it. You experience provocation without responding to it. This creates separation between stimulus and action. In that separation, power lives. Non-reactivity is not indifference. It is command over response. When ego is challenged, the undisciplined rush to restore image. They argue, explain, escalate. The disciplined do nothing immediately. They let the challenge exist without feeding it. This starves the provocation. The challenger either retreats or exposes insecurity. Both outcomes strengthen your position. In real life, this manifests under stress. Deadlines tighten, stakes rise. Others rush, complain, dramatize. You slow down. Your calm becomes conspicuous. Calm under pressure signals control. Control attracts authority. In temptation, when shortcuts appear, the undisciplined rationalize. The disciplined decline silently. They understand that short-term gain often trades long-term leverage. Ego challenges are the most dangerous. Insult, disrespect, dismissal. These moments destroy the untrained. Ego demands immediate correction, but ego is a liability. It prioritizes image over outcome. The disciplined subordinate ego to strategy. They accept temporary loss of face to secure lasting position. Niccolo Machiavelli observed that a ruler who cannot command himself will never command others for long. Fortune tests leaders through pressure and temptation. Only those with internal order survive these tests intact. Others unravel publicly. Self-governance compounds. Each act of restraint strengthens capacity for the next. Each resisted impulse increases internal authority. Over time, this creates an individual who is unmoved by chaos. Such individuals become anchors. Others orient around them instinctively. Authority follows without demand. External systems sense internal order. People defer to those who do not flinch. Opportunities flow toward those who are not desperate for them. Threats bypass those who cannot be easily provoked. This is not mysticism. It is behavioral economics applied to human psychology. The commentary is absolute. The undisciplined mind is easy to conquer. It conquers itself before anyone else needs to. Discipline removes this vulnerability. It seals the internal perimeter. If you want to be calm, cold, and untouchable, stop seeking control outwardly. Build it inwardly. Install routines. Enforce restraint. Eliminate reaction. Let stress pass through without movement. When you rule yourself completely, others adjust automatically. That is the highest form of rule. Most people are betrayed not because others are cruel, but because they are naive. They believe loyalty is a character trait rather than a condition. They believe fairness governs outcomes rather than leverage. They believe ideals restrain behavior. These beliefs are comforting. They are also operationally false. Power does not collapse because people are immoral. It collapses because someone misjudged self-interest. The illusion to destroy is that humans act according to virtue. They do not. Virtue is a story people tell about actions already chosen for advantage. When interests align, virtue appears. When interests diverge, virtue disappears without warning. Those who fail to understand this feel shocked by betrayal. Those who understand it are never surprised. Self-interest is not evil. It is mechanical. It is the constant force behind alignment, cooperation, and defection. People move toward benefit and away from cost. Status, security, access, survival, pleasure. These are the true motivators. Ideals are decorations placed on top to preserve self-image. In alliances, this truth is unforgiving. Alliances do not exist because of trust. They exist because of overlapping advantage. The moment advantage shifts, the alliance weakens. The moment an alternative offers greater gain with lower risk, loyalty dissolves. This is not personal. Treating it as personal is the mistake that destroys position. Betrayals feel sudden only to those who were not watching incentives. Every betrayal is preceded by a change in cost-benefit calculation. A new opportunity, reduced dependency, increased protection. When someone no longer needs you, sentiment becomes optional. Expecting gratitude is strategic negligence. Shifting relationships follow the same logic. People rise with you when your ascent benefits them. They distance themselves when proximity becomes costly. They return when conditions change again. Interpreting these movements emotionally leads to resentment. Interpreting them structurally leads to control. The disciplined individual expects self-interest as default. He is not disappointed by it. He plans around it. He designs systems where cooperation is profitable and defection is costly. He removes sentiment from strategic decisions. Emotion clouds, incentive design. Designing incentives is superior to demanding loyalty. Loyalty demanded must be enforced. Incentives maintained enforce themselves. You do not ask people to stay aligned. You make alignment the path of least resistance. When someone defects, the system absorbs the loss without destabilization. Removing sentiment does not mean becoming hostile. It means becoming accurate. You do not overinvest emotionally. You do not assume permanence. You do not build structures that rely on goodwill alone. Goodwill is volatile. Advantage is stable. Niccolo Machiavelli observed this with clarity that still unsettles moral thinkers. He wrote for those who wanted to rule reality, not idealize it. He understood that men honor principles when it costs them nothing and abandon them when advantage demands it. This was not condemnation. It was instruction. Those who deny self-interest attempt to shame it. Shaming fails. Those who accept self-interest redirect it. Redirection works. Power does not fight human nature. It uses it. In real situations, this means structuring alliances with exit costs. It means never giving someone everything they need at once. Dependency preserves alignment. Independence invites drift. It means observing behavior, not listening to promises. Promises are cheap. Patterns are decisive. It also means not demonizing betrayal. Emotional reaction to betrayal signals miscalculation. You adjust position, redesign incentives, and move forward. Calm response preserves authority. Emotional outrage exposes vulnerability. Men do not follow virtue, they follow advantage. When advantage and virtue align, harmony exists. When they diverge, advantage wins every time. Pretending otherwise is not noble, it is negligent. The commentary is final and non-negotiable. Men follow advantage, not virtue. Anyone who forgets this will be governed by those who remember it. If you want to be calm, cold, and untouchable, remove moral expectation from strategic relationships. Expect self-interest. Build for it. Control it. Power belongs to those who see people as they are, not as they wish them to be. Transparency is praised by those who want access. It is demanded by those who seek control. The modern obsession with openness is not virtue. It is extraction. When everything about you is visible, nothing about you is protected. Strategic ambiguity exists because power requires opacity. What is fully known is fully manageable. The illusion to destroy is that transparency builds trust and safety. It does not. It builds familiarity. Familiarity breeds predictability. Predictability invites manipulation. Trust is not created by disclosure. It is created by consistency of outcome. Safety is not created by openness. It is created by deterrence. Those who confuse these principles trade leverage for comfort and call it integrity. In power negotiations, information is currency. Every detail you disclose reduces your bargaining position. Motives, limits, preferences, timelines. Once known, they are used. The transparent negotiator believes honesty will be reciprocated. It rarely is. The ambiguous negotiator allows others to negotiate against uncertainty. Uncertainty inflates your value. Controlled identity is the deliberate separation between what is shown and what is real. You are not one thing, you are layered. Each layer is revealed only when necessary. This is not deception, it is containment. The need to be fully known is emotional. Power does not satisfy emotional needs, it exploits them. Leadership visibility demands restraint. The visible leader is constantly watched. Every reaction becomes data. Every statement becomes precedent. Excess transparency locks the leader into a narrow identity. Once locked, deviation is punished. Ambiguity preserves flexibility. It allows movement without contradiction. Reputation management depends on what cannot be pinned down. A reputation that is too clear becomes a cage. Others know how to approach you, how to provoke you, how to negotiate with you. A reputation that contains ambiguity forces caution. People hesitate. Hesitation alters power dynamics in your favor. Partial disclosure is a discipline. You give enough to function, never enough to be decoded. You answer questions without revealing intent. You share outcomes without explaining process. You acknowledge without confirming. This frustrates those who seek certainty. Frustration is not your problem. It is their signal that control is unavailable. Layered identity prevents capture. Different audiences see different versions of you. Each version is accurate, but incomplete. No single observer has the full picture. This fragmentation protects the core. The core is where strategy lives. The core remains untouched. Unpredictability does not mean chaos. It means non-linearity. Your behavior follows internal logic, not external expectation. Others cannot anticipate your response based on prior patterns. This keeps them reactive. You remain proactive. Niccolo Machiavelli understood that rulers are judged by appearances because appearances are all that can be seen. He also understood the danger of being fully legible. A ruler who can be fully read can be fully plotted against. Ambiguity disrupts plotting. It forces rivals to guess. Guessing produces error. Those who insist on transparency often frame ambiguity as dishonesty. This is moral framing used to extract information. You do not argue against it. You ignore it. Power does not justify itself. It preserves itself. In real situations, this means refusing to clarify long-term intentions during negotiations. It means not committing publicly to positions that may need revision. It means allowing multiple interpretations of your stance to exist simultaneously. Confusion among observers is acceptable. Control over outcome is the objective. It also means resisting the urge to correct narratives that do not harm leverage. Let others speculate. Speculation keeps them busy. Correction educates them. Education strengthens opposition. The commentary is structural and exact. What cannot be fully read cannot be fully controlled. Control requires predictability. Ambiguity denies it. If you want to be calm, cold, and untouchable, reduce transparency. Increase opacity. Reveal selectively. Maintain layers. Let others interact with surfaces while the core remains inaccessible. You are not here to be understood. You are here to remain unconquered. Ruthlessness is feared because it is misunderstood. Most people associate it with anger, volume, and spectacle. They imagine cruelty as emotional excess. This belief allows them to feel morally superior while remaining strategically weak. True ruthlessness is quiet. It is controlled. It leaves no debris. Noise is not power. Noise is compensation for hesitation. The illusion to destroy is that cruelty must be loud to be effective. Loud cruelty signals loss of control. Emotional punishment invites retaliation, sympathy for the target, and prolonged conflict. It creates chaos that spreads beyond the intended point of impact. Quiet cruelty ends cycles. It compresses damage. It restores order with minimal exposure. Cutting ties is where this principle is most visible. The undisciplined announce endings. They explain, they justify, they argue. Each word reopens the wound and invites negotiation. Negotiation prolongs attachment. Attachment breeds chaos. The disciplined cut cleanly. No speeches, no warnings repeated, no emotional residue. The relationship ends because it must, not because it is debated. Enforcing boundaries follows the same logic. Boundaries explained repeatedly are not boundaries. They are requests. Requests invite refusal. Refusal invites escalation. Escalation drains authority. A boundary enforced once, calmly and without explanation, installs itself permanently. Those who cross it are removed. Others learn without being told. Irreversible decisions terrify the majority because they end options. They fear being wrong. They fear judgment. They fear discomfort. As a result, they delay, soften, and dilute decisions until consequences multiply. Indecision is cruelty distributed over time. It harms more people, including the decision-maker. Decisive cruelty is precise. It targets the problem, not the emotion around it. It does not punish for satisfaction. It removes obstacles. It is executed once, at the optimal moment, without excess. After execution, there is silence. Silence signals finality. Emotional neutrality is essential. Anger contaminates action. It adds personal narrative. Personal narrative invites moral judgment. Moral judgment invites resistance. Neutrality removes drama. Drama feeds opposition. Neutrality starves it. Minimal explanation preserves authority. Explanation seeks understanding. Understanding invites debate. Debate erodes hierarchy. When a decision is final, explanation is unnecessary. The outcome speaks. Those affected adapt or exit. Both outcomes are acceptable. Niccolo Machiavelli understood that cruelty, when required, must be swift and contained. Prolonged cruelty breeds hatred and instability. Swift cruelty, executed once and then withdrawn, establishes order. The goal is not suffering, the goal is control. Most people avoid ruthlessness because they fear how it will make them look. This fear exposes dependence on approval. Dependence on approval makes clean action impossible. The disciplined accept being misunderstood in the short term to secure position in the long term. In real situations, this means ending partnerships without public commentary. It means enforcing consequences without anger. It means making decisions that close doors without revisiting them. It means absorbing temporary backlash without response. Those who lack ruthlessness outsource it. They allow problems to linger. They let resentment accumulate. They permit dysfunction to spread. Eventually, the cost multiplies until collapse becomes unavoidable. Collapse is the loudest form of cruelty. Ruthlessness without noise is preventative. It ends problems before they metastasize. It preserves resources. It protects structure. It maintains calm. The commentary is exact and final. Decisive cruelty prevents prolonged chaos. Delay multiplies damage. Clean execution contains it. If you want to be calm, cold, and untouchable, abandon theatrical harshness. Embrace precision. Act once. Act cleanly. Say little. Move on. Power does not need to announce itself. It resolves and remains standing. There is a clear boundary that most people never cross, not because it is hidden, but because it demands permanent internal order. On one side are the governed, reactive, expressive, visible, predictable, convinced that circumstances, emotions, and other people dictate outcomes. On the other side are the self-governed, restrained, opaque, disciplined, unmoved by pressure, operating from position rather than impulse. This boundary is not crossed by learning techniques. Techniques are temporary. They collapse under stress. What separates these two groups is a restructuring of perception so complete that reaction no longer feels natural. You stop interpreting events through emotion and start reading them as leverage, timing, and signal. You stop asking what feels right and start measuring what strengthens position. You stop seeking understanding and start maintaining authority. This is not self-improvement, it is self-command. The lessons you have encountered are not tools to be applied selectively. They are a reorientation of how reality is processed. Silence is no longer awkward, it is pressure. Distance is no longer cold, it is structural. Patience is no longer delay, it is dominance. You no longer mistake intensity for power or transparency for integrity. You understand that control of the inner state precedes all external control, and without it, every advantage leaks away under stress, temptation, or ego injury. This shift is irreversible. Once you see how reaction exposes you, you cannot unsee it. Once you feel the weight of silence, speech becomes costly. Once you experience the leverage of waiting, haste becomes embarrassing. This is the point where morality narratives fall away and mechanics remain. This is where sentiment is replaced by strategy and self-pity is replaced by self-regulation. Niccolo Machiavelli did not write to inspire virtue. He wrote to describe power as it operates when excuses are removed. To align with his observations is not to become cruel, but to become accurate. Accuracy hardens the mind. Hardness produces calm. Calm produces authority. At this stage, power is no longer something you pursue. It is something that settles around you because your behavior no longer invites challenge. You do not announce change, you embody it. You do not seek allegiance, you command yourself. That is the crossing. And once crossed, there is no return to comfortable ignorance. Only maintenance, vigilance, and execution. Bind this shift internally, without ceremony, without witnesses, with the only oath that matters. I renounce reaction, submit to discipline, rule my inner state, and accept power as responsibility. Stop reacting. That is the first command. Reaction is the habit of the governed. Control is the mark of the ruler. Everything you have encountered here exists for one purpose only: to restructure how you perceive, decide, and move. Not to inform you, to recondition you. These lessons are not ideas. They are filters. Once installed, they separate signal from noise, leverage from illusion, power from performance. You no longer ask what is fair. You calculate what works. You no longer seek agreement. You secure position. You no longer explain yourself. You let outcomes speak. This is the difference between those who consume content and those who convert it into authority. This channel is not entertainment. It is a training ground. If you treat it as motivation, leave. Motivation fades. Discipline remains. If you treat it as philosophy, you are still observing from the outside. This material is for those who execute quietly and let structure do the talking. Do not share this with everyone. Share it only with those who already show restraint, patience, and silence. Power multiplies among the aligned. It weakens among the emotional. Stratification is not arrogance. It is efficiency. Likes, subscriptions, and shares are not gestures here. They are declarations. They mark alignment. They signal that you are choosing discipline over reaction, structure over chaos, control over comfort. Those who commit publicly bind themselves psychologically. Those who hesitate reveal their unreadiness. Niccolo Machiavelli wrote for rulers, not crowds. This is written in the same spirit, not to persuade you, but to expose you to a choice you cannot unknow. Remain visible, reactive, and managed, or become controlled, opaque, and strategically dangerous. If you understand the cost and accept the responsibility, seal it. No commentary, no explanation, only the oath, written once and followed by action. I choose control over reaction, discipline over comfort, position over explanation. After that, disappear from noise, apply pressure in silence, let others speak, let others rush, let others explain. Stand still, unreadable, untouchable.